Hello, my name is Craig Carrel, President of Team One Plastics, and it's my honor to be with Jase Bolger, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the great state of Michigan. We're sort of just talking about the overall business environment in Michigan, and I know a lot has changed over the last couple years, in particular as the Republicans have taken control of the governor and both houses in the state government. Jase, can you sort of give us a general overview of what sort of has happened in the business environment, at least as you see it today?
Sure. As we look, it starts with a recognition that jobs and opportunities are created by our citizens. They don't directly come out of the capital. They come out of our communities. People like you, people who take risks, people who go to work every day and do the hard work that it takes to create those jobs here in Michigan. So we saw that I believe there were three key things that we needed to do to help support job creation in Michigan. And that was tax reform, spending and operations reform, and regulatory reform. So we've embarked upon those things. We're seeing results. As we look at the job environment in Michigan, I'm very happy to see that the unemployment rate has gone from 13% when we were running for office to now 8.5%. And that is through now the creation of about 110,000 private sector jobs across our state. So that's encouraging. As we look at the finances of the state, a year ago, we were facing a $1.5 billion deficit. Today, we're discussing what we should do with a $450 million surplus. But what doesn't get covered quite a bit is the amount of money that we've been able to put into our savings account. Getting close to $500 million in our savings account now, when we had $10 million a scant 2 years ago. And then paying down debt. In Michigan in the last year, through reforms as well as paying down debt, we've retired $5.6 billion in debt. Now, debt is something I believe that our kids and grandkids will inherit if we don't take care of that job. And that $5.6 billion represents $2,400 less in debt that is piled upon our kids and grandkids all across our state. So things are looking up. I firmly believe Michigan's best days are in front of us.
Well, I know from a business perspective you've done a lot to change the business environment. As you said, state government can only be a partner, but they really don't generate, in particular, obviously, private sector jobs. And so as a business owner, I've really appreciated the environment that you've created because, again, the things that you talk about, but quite an accomplishment as you talk about some of these numbers in terms of how dramatically have things changed to be able to say some of the things that you just talked about where you've taken a deficit to a surplus in literally a year. I mean, you've had to make some tough choices though, I know, and that's, as a business perspective, that's great, but you know, I think, how hard has it been to balance and make a choice that you feel is right for the state of Michigan?
Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And it doesn't bring joy. But I think that we've got to face reality. I think that's what you pay us to. So by saying it's not easy, by no means do I complain. You pay us, our taxpayers, pay us to face reality, to get the job done. So that's been the approach, that's been the attitude, to make the difficult but necessary decisions to turn our state around.
Well, we're once again proud to be in Michigan, and we're looking forward to a prosperous future.